Hey YouTube, it's Dave from DroneReviewsAndNews.com. Our good friends at PolarPro sent us 2 boxes full of accessories for the DJI Osmo Pocket. We can't wait to show you what was inside. Welcome back, guys. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much for your loyalty and watching our videos. If you don't yet subscribe, please hit that red button. You're going to be entered to win an Osmo Pocket once we hit 1,000 subscribers. Okay, so what did PolarPro send us? Well, first of all, let's get to what is DJI doing about Osmo Pocket accessories. When it was launched on November 28th of last year, they said we would get a controller wheel, check. We would get a wireless module, check. We would get an accessory mount that I call the GoPro mount. But they also said we would get underwater housing, ND filters, extension rod, charging case, and a USB-C to 3.5mm audio input. X hasn't happened yet. They say it's not coming till spring, or at least that's what the rumors are. PolarPro, who makes accessories for DSLRs and drones, and they're really well known for their ND filters, said, well, we better fill that gap. And they have. It's spectacular, guys. So we're going to quickly go through this. We tried to do this video once already, but it just was way too long. So I've already unboxed all the accessories, and hopefully this will give you a chance to understand what PolarPro has made, the great features and prices that they've put in place, and you can decide for yourself how awesomely these PolarPro accessories are going to fit into your workflow. So first up is PolarPro's Minimalist case. So you can see what it is in relation to the size of my hand. You open this up and it has a foam bed with a cutout for the Osmo Pocket, as well as space for the controller wheel, your universal port connectors down here, and a hole for the wireless module. On this side we've got a mesh zippered pocket. You can put SD cards in there, filters, whatever you want. Oh, something in there. What is it? It is. It's an SD card. Then on the outside we have another mesh elasticized pocket. $24.99. We couldn't believe once we saw the price point on this when we looked it up. Unbelievable value. Until now we've been using just some sort of a mesh gadgety bag that we got at a big box office store that was kind of doing an okay job, but this is now our official go-to carrying pouch for the Osmo Pocket. No questions asked, no decisions to be made. It's absolutely brilliant, and it is so secure. The foam that's inside here is probably, well, it's more than ½ an inch thick, and it's going to provide a perfect nest for your Osmo Pocket. Next up we have, well, let's talk about the DJI accessory mount for just a quick second. We were pretty happy about this when it first came out because it let us finally use the Osmo Pocket on a tripod, because everyone's got a giant tub of GoPro accessories. We're no exception, and we had a tripod mount in there that, you know, connects with GoPro accessories. So it was ugly and gangly and inconvenient. So what PolarPro has done is created a skeleton case tripod mount that has both a bottom 1420 nut as well as one on the side that's going to let you connect an LED light perhaps, or a shotgun mic, or who knows what. But it's absolutely brilliant how PolarPro has designed these. DJI's accessory mount lets you connect the wireless module only. However, PolarPro's tripod mount, when you stick the Osmo Pocket inside of it, you still have access to the USB slot, or sorry, the micro SD slot. You still have access to the USB-C slot, and you can still connect your controller wheel or your lightning connector for your smartphone. So while it's in the tripod mount, you can still connect your smartphone. Absolutely brilliant. And $24.99. Check it out at the PolarPro Amazon store. The links for all these accessories are below. It comes with PolarPro's lifetime warranty, and it's extremely well made. That's one of the things we love about PolarPro accessories. We've been using them for many years, and they just keep getting better and better. Like, uber reliable. So along the same lines as a tripod mount, let's look at what PolarPro has done for what we will call a GoPro mount, but is the accessory mount. DJI is one connector. There it is, it's on the back. PolarPro, let's do three. One on the bottom, one on the back, one on the side. So many mounting options for your Osmo Pocket with PolarPro's action mount. It's unbelievable. Incredibly robust construction. It has a foam-lined interior, a foam-lined door. Listen to this. Super firm and robust closing on the gate there. You still have access to the buttons on the front. And believe me, off camera, we tried to whip the daylights out of this thing with enough inertial force to cause the door to fly open. Didn't happen. So you can rest assured that your Osmo Pocket is going to be like locked in super tight with this. Again, $24.99 at the PolarPro Amazon page. Again, lifetime warranty. Now, we mentioned the, where did it go? The wireless module before. So we did a separate video only on the wireless module when it first came out. Links to that below, go have a look at it. And one question we got over and over again was, is there a tripod nut in the wireless module for the Osmo Pocket? And shock of shocks, there's not. They made it small enough that it wouldn't be able to fit one in there. PolarPro has made a base for the wireless module that has a tripod nut in the bottom, but get this, because it's PolarPro and they deal with people who are serious about photography all the time, it's got arca flanges on the bottom, so if you have serious camera gear, you know, you can just slide it right into your arca plate. So how does it work? Simple. Osmo Pocket into DJI's wireless module, just slides right into PolarPro's. You still have access to the USB-C port. You still have access to the wireless connection. But what's really cool about it is it's a little bit bigger than DJI's wireless base that it's holding. So it makes it an even more stable base when it's not on a tripod. When it's on a tripod, you're locked in with a 1420 nut. The wireless module base or wireless tripod adapter is $19.99 at PolarPro's Amazon store. Last accessory, is it? Other than ND filters, is a gimbal lock. Not everyone is going to keep tossing their Osmo Pocket into a case or into the coffin that was supplied by DJI for the Osmo Pocket. There's times when you just want to stick it in your pocket, throw it in a pocket of a backpack or whatever. So PolarPro has made a gimbal lock. It does three things, not just gimbal locking. So first of all, clip it onto the front, and it secures the gimbal as you would expect. But it also covers up the lens at the front, protecting it, and it also covers up the LCD screen at the front, protecting it. So you can just keep that little beast in your pocket. It's $19.99. Again, throw it on your Osmo Pocket, and nothing's moving. It's locked in tight, and it's ready to roll. Brilliant accessories. And one of the questions that PolarPro had for us when they sent them to us is, let us know what, how it would fit into your workflow. And as soon as we started opening these packages, the words instant and immediate came to mind. Like I said before, we've been waiting for a tripod mount. We know we're going to get oodles and tons of use out of this. Picture this on the end of a Gorilla Pod. We already know that the Osmo Pocket is the perfect 4K vlogging camera. Now with the tripod adapter, you don't have to worry about gangly and awkward GoPro connections. Absolutely fantastic. You're going to see a lot of these in our videos going forward. We're really, really happy, not just about the quality and the design that went into them, but the price points are spectacular. Okay, last thing up on this very quick video that was originally 20 minutes long, but now we're approaching half of that. ND filters. Everyone knows PolarPro for neutral density filters. Read our article, link is below, explaining why ND filters are important for cinematic video. But here's the rule of thumb. In order to shoot the best quality video, you need to be shooting in manual. Auto isn't going to cut it because you're going to get constantly changing auto exposure values that just are so apparent in your video it makes it look terrible. So shooting in manual, you want to shoot at ISO 100, which is the highest quality. And you also want to shoot at a shutter speed that's 2 times what your frame rate is. So that means if you're shooting at 25 frames per second, your shutter speed should be 1/50th. That's just universal. The lighting conditions may not be ideal for you to have those conditions in your camera, which is why ND filters exist. They act as sunglasses under less than ideal brightness conditions to bring the light down universally in your camera so you get the most cinematic video quality because of the settings you're using, and you're forcing the light to behave along with it. So PolarPro said there's 2 series, the Vivid series, which is polarized, and the Shutter series, which is not. They are both $59.99 for the 3-pack. They are ND4, 8, and 16, which is good for most people's use. You know, ND4, sunrise, sunset, ND8, cloudy days, ND16, bright midday conditions. You can get 32 and 64, and I would recommend that you do for those times you're at the beach or snow hills or whatever. But the best part about ND filters and the DJI Osmo Pocket is how they connect. You know, some of us are used to things like the Mavic the Mavic Air that has ND filters that are the size of your baby fingernail. They're awkwardly tiny. You get fingerprints all over them when you're trying to screw them on. Well, the Osmo Pocket ND filters work magnetically. You just bring them up, put them in place, and wait for the click. Absolutely brilliant. PolarPro makes some of the best ND filters you can buy. They offer them in different price points, and they also come with their lifetime warranty. So those are all the accessories that PolarPro has sent us so far. I wouldn't be surprised to see PolarPro continue to make even more, including some sort of selfie stick. They haven't told us anything, but I think that's probably on their radar screen, because we can't wait forever for DJI to serve up product for their own gear. Okay, so that's it, guys. I know it's quick run over of these PolarPro accessories, but their quality is spectacular. The prices are unbelievable, and I guarantee you, based on what you see when you have them in your hands and you see how well they're designed, you know they're instantly going to be a part of your workflow, whether you are a recreational or a more serious professional shooter. Ask us any questions you have in the comments below. Let us know what you think about our videos. We always want constructive feedback to help make them better. Don't forget, subscribe, be one of the first 1,000 that could win an Osmo Pocket. Thanks guys for watching, and thank you PolarPro for making such incredible accessories for the Osmo Pocket.